In a fuel cell, a fuel and oxygen are supplied from external sources. The fuel is oxidized and a voltage is produced. The fuel enters the cell where it is oxidized and creates a potential difference in the cell. This potential difference powers the device. Oxygen enters the other side of the cell and reacts to form water. One example is a hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell, and I'm going to draw that for you here. So here we have the two electrodes, the negative electrode and the positive electrode. And the electrolyte is often potassium hydroxide, which is here. At the negative electrode, hydrogen is oxidized. It loses electrons to form H+ ions. At the positive electrode, oxygen is reduced. It gains electrons and reacts with the H+ ions to become water. The electrons flow through an external circuit from the anode to the cathode. This is the electric current. The half equations for this are, at the anode, remember at the negative electrode, the anode, hydrogen is oxidized and it loses electrons to form H+ ions. So we draw the half equation like this. And at the cathode, remember that at the positive electrode, the cathode, oxygen is reduced. It gains electrons and reacts with the H+ ions to become water. And this is the half equation here. Hydrogen fuel cells can be used instead of rechargeable cells and batteries. Hydrogen-oxygen fuel cells can be used instead of conventional fuels in vehicles and batteries. The advantages of doing this are that it doesn't produce as many pollutants than the fuel. The batteries produce more pollutants to dispose of than the fuel cells. They're cheaper to make than the batteries. Fuel cells can store more energy and therefore you don't have to charge them as often. And the batteries have a limited amount of times they can be recharged. The disadvantages of using fuel cells, however, are hydrogen takes up more space to store, hydrogen is explosive, and hydrogen fuel is made from hydrocarbons or electrolysis, which usually uses electricity to make. You've now learnt about fuel cells. You'll find a summary of this information below. Make sure you test yourself using the quiz on reviseitright.com. Why are we the best revision website out there? Well, because we have it all in one place. Revision notes, summary videos, longer, more detailed videos for topics you're struggling on, exam question walkthrough videos where qualified teachers take you through the perfect answers to exam questions, worksheets, quizzes, computer marked exam questions, interactive flashcards, forums, the ability to keep track on where you are using our tick list, and so much more. But that's not all. We run at least 3 live lessons a week, and closer to exam time, this will be more, where you can tune into a qualified teacher teaching lots of different topics each week. The lessons will be interactive, and we go through exam questions and quick quizzes to ensure understanding as you go. We also run drop-in sessions where you can drop in, ask a tutor anything live, get the answer that you need, and leave. These are included in our silver and gold membership. This means that for an extra £10 a month, you can access at least 12 hours of lessons a month. That's under £1 an hour, which is incredibly cheap. Still not convinced? Try us completely free for 7 days and cancel anytime, completely free of charge. We offer this because we're convinced that you'll love us. So try us now.